money you're expecting. If you have not received that money, assume you're not going to get it at that point. Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the 4 money mistakes that you should avoid this year. So according to the finance minister, this year is going to be a very difficult year. We are expecting to go into a recession as a country, so we all have to be very, very smart about our money. These are the 4 mistakes that you should not make this year or any year really. Okay, now so we're going to jump right in. The number 1 is do not invest or start a business that you have not fully researched and planned. Okay, this is a mistake that is going to be very rampant this year, because I feel like a lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people they will need their business itself is crashing because the market has changed drastically. They want to convert their business into something else and try to do something new. Trust me, I have gotten the temptation. Right, so and then you end up jumping into something that you have not fully researched out of desperation to earn an income, to increase your income, because if there is a recession, there's definitely going to be inflation. So the amount of money you're making right now might not be enough to sustain yourself and your family in the coming future. So you might be looking for, okay, I need extra sources of income. So now the mistake here that a lot of people are going to make is to invest or start a business that is a very, very bad idea. And guess what's going to happen? You will end up losing all your money. So at the end of the day, you end up with even far less money than what you even started with, which defeats the purpose of increasing your income. All right, doesn't make any sense. Right? So be very, very, very cautious about investments, especially business investments right now. Be very, very cautious. The second one is impulse buying, right? Buying without planning, or you just see something, oh, this is really, really nice, this is a deal. Those people are going to be doing discounts and price slash, clearance sales, things like that. So the temptation is going to be very, very high. So make sure that you have a budget. That's where you should start from. Start with creating a budget for yourself and for your family. If you have no idea how to create a budget, let me know. Drop a link down below, and I have some courses available. And I'm also thinking of creating a group, to talk about things like this. I don't know. But anyway, drop a comment down below and let me know, and then I'll see how I can fit you in to help you learn, the basic skills of budgeting. So yeah. So if you have not planned for something, do not buy it. Right? If you have no plan for it, you can even move it to the next month. Like, okay, cool, that's fine, I'm moving to the next month. For this month, I already have a plan, I already have a budget, I'm going to stick to it. So now, okay, now the third one is borrowing and buying on credit. I think I'm going to include lending here as well, because you have to be very, very careful with your money this particular year. Okay, so do not borrow or buy on credit, right? Especially for things that are just, you don't really need them. It's just basic wants, right? Okay, I would like to have a brand new phone or things like that, and then you end up, I don't have the money right now, and then you end up borrowing or even buying on credit. Clothes, dresses, a lot of women do this. I think women do more than men, I'm not sure. Okay, so but a lot of people do it, right? You buy things on credit, and then you want to start paying small and things like that. If you cannot afford it right now, probably you shouldn't have it. Okay, wait until you can afford it, which is where having a budget comes into play. Right, so once you have a budget, you have a plan for all the things that you need, how much your income can actually afford. Do not mess with your income at this point in time. Okay, it's very, very important. Make sure that the money that you earn, you are using it and spending it with sense. Okay. So now that's number 3. Number 4, spending money that you have not seen or have not earned yet. Yeah, I think a lot of us in Nigeria do this, especially when it comes to things like weddings. Okay, so you expect, oh, I want to get married, I told my uncles, I told my parents, I told this and that, so I'm expecting some money from here, some money from here, and you make your plans based on these people's money that they have not given you. They may have even promised you, they may say, okay, fine, I'll give you 100k for your wedding, I'll give you 200k for your wedding, I'll give you 1M for your wedding, and then you start planning a wedding based on, this money that you're expecting. Yeah, that doesn't work. That's just a huge mistake. You cannot plan anything based on other people's money you're expecting. If you have not received that money, assume you're not going to get it at that point, because a lot of people are going to have like cash flow issues at this point, and it's very, very important for you not to be dependent on them, because they would most likely fail you, right? So plan as if you're not going to receive any of those things, and when you do, it's extra money. So be very, very cautious with your spending. Be very, very cautious with your how you make your money. Don't invest in terrible ideas and end up losing even more money than you even had, and you're back to even square one, behind square one. Okay, so those are the 4 money mistakes that you should avoid this year.